Kirk Ferentz, Dan McCarney, two old friends. Kirk in his 5th year is yet to beat Iowa State. Well, the wall protecting Chandler and setting up the run game. Gallery's the only returner out of this fivesome, but what a good one. First team all Big Ten last season. Russell, Cervantes in the backfield. Hinkle, Brown, the wide receivers, and Jensen, the senior from Appleton, Wisconsin, huge guy, is the tight end. The best in the nation last year, Nate Kaeding, the senior from Coralville, Iowa. He only missed 3 last year. Trying to put the Hawkeyes on the board with a 42-yard drive. Plenty of distance. It is dead solid perfect.
That's his first field goal attempt of the season. He was 8 for 8 on extra points this year. That's his first field goal attempt, and he drilled it.
Kyocera starting 11 defensively for Iowa. Hodges and Roth, their strength on the outside. Klaus and Babineau, Roth, leader in sacks last year in the Big Ten. The linebackers in their 4-3, Steen, Hodge, and Greenway. Steen, a great story, a former walk-on as well. Allen, Johnson on the corners with Considine and Smith at the safeties.
Considine's made a lot of plays. 2 interceptions. He's returned a fumble for a touchdown as well.
From the 35, 1st and 10. Wagner outside. Great pursuit down the line, though. Chad Greenway, the weak side backer, showed his speed, didn't he? On 1st down from the 37, State's got the ball. After a play fake, Flynn, backside pressure coming. Does a good job to slip out through and loses the football at the end of the play. It squirts free to Iowa inside the 40, down to the 39. Steen's got the football, the outside backer.
Former walk-on, Steen, one of the best linebackers in the Big Ten.
Abdul Hodge may have been the man to poke it away.
I think it was. The middle linebacker, Hodge, knocked it free, and Steen got a fortuitous bounce. He put 2 arms around it, trying to wrap it up. But then one arm as he's going to the turf, and Hodge punches it out of there. Ball's on the ground. Steen says it's mine. Picks it up and get a few yards after the return. First turnover of the game, and it gives the Iowa Hawkeyes a short field.
So now from the Iowa State 40-yard line. A play fake for Nate Chandler. The crossing patterns available. And a first down to Mo Brown. He hangs on to the football inside the 25. And now 3rd and short. Can they capitalize? After the big takeaway, Chandler with a pump fake in trouble. Up for grabs. Mo Brown's there. Touchdown, Iowa. It fluttered, but it worked for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, it had a little wounded duck in it, but it got there, and it got there accurately. Chandler, 5th touchdown pass of the season, no interceptions, and up Brown comes limping. And that's not a good sign. Can put no weight on that right foot, right ankle. Once again, getting Chandler out of pocket, pump fake, rolling to his left. Tremendous arm strength there because his mechanics weren't right. Gets both feet down, possesses the ball. Just a great effort by Brown. Coverage by Timmons, a little bit too late. 5'8" against 6'2", and there was a factor in that play, but we'll have to check on Maurice Brown. It'd be tough if Iowa loses him to a right ankle or foot problem.
Nate Kaeding with the extra point, and quickly a 10-0 lead for the Hawkeyes. A little more than 6 minutes left in the first quarter, so trying to end a 5-game losing streak. Early start for the Hawkeyes, but we saw that last season. Now can Austin Flynn utilize that and make the most of it? The redshirt freshman quarterback. And Rutland can't get out of the backfield. Great play by Abdul Hodge, the middle linebacker once again. Dave, he's only a sophomore from Fort Lauderdale, so Hawkeye fans have a lot to look forward to. Well, how about the 81 coaching staff for Hayden Fry? Yeah. And the future of other programs, 4 head coaches on there.
Well, there's Hayden Fry, offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, Bill Snyder, defensive line coach, Dan McCarney, and then you have defensive coordinator, linebacker coach, Barry Alvarez, and then right there, offensive line coach, Kirk Ferentz. That's one heck of a coaching staff. Eventually 4 head coaches in 1A off of 1 staff.
So now 3rd and 10 in the final minute of the first quarter. Blitz off the edge. Flynn's got some wheels. He'll run for a first down. Will he get to the end zone? Yes! Touchdown Iowa State. Man. First down at the Iowa State 46. Chandler, as they bought on the play fake, and he's got a lot of room to run. He gets a block to the 30, high-stepping his way to the 20, still on his feet.
Wow.
First and goal at the 4. What a job by Nathan Chandler. You don't expect the 6'7", 250-pounder to take off, but they bit on the play fake to the other side, Dave.
And they did, and what a downfield block by Ochoa. You called it, Joel. Ochoa was locked up on Hawkeyes. And the little play fake. Now watch down the football field. There's Ochoa in Hawkeyes. They went to the ground. Extra yards for Chandler. Missed tackles. That guy's a monster. 6'7", 260 pounds. It's like a defensive end running away in the defensive backfield like that to bring that big body down.
32 yards on the ground for Flynn. 49 for Chandler. Russell banging his way, and he's there. Touchdown, Iowa.
Now, when you have Robert Gallery, 6'7", 325 pounds, you run there. And the big fella comes off the line of scrimmage, gets to the linebacker level. Oop. Russell, nice effort. Pretty good. It's hard to run through the big body of Gallery. I mean, when he covers you up, you're covered up.
It was all set up by the run of Nathan Chandler. Kaeding with the extra point. And the lead is back to 10 for the 23rd ranked Hawkeyes. Not quite 2 minutes into the second quarter. Iowa leading Iowa State 17-7. Now out of the gun after the mark-off. Pocket holds up well. Danielson finally. Oh. What a shot. Man. Grant Steen, the former walk-on Butkus Award watch list candidate. Strong side backer. Looked pretty strong. Rutland in the backfield. And he loses two. On his back is Matt Roth, the defensive end. Leader in the Big Ten last year in sacks. In fact, last week was his first game in 9 that he did not have a sack.
Well, he was disruptive on this one. This looks like a rodeo. This looks like a bulldog action. He grabs the steer, and then, ooh, I'm going to bulldog him to the ground. Whoop, body slam. That's Greco-Roman right there. A little Greco-Roman wrestling. Matt Roth gets the points on the takedown. He is a guy, throwback guy, loves to play the game of football.
Kaeding has already got a 42-yarder, his first of the year. This should be a chip shot for him. A 23-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, and it's now a 13-point lead for the Hawkeyes. So 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first half. So now third down, their last snap before a field goal try if they can't get into the end zone. Three wide receivers set. And if he doesn't get out of bounds, they're in trouble.
Yep,
after the 10. Now they better spike it in a hurry. Well, they can't. It's fourth down. I don't think they won't get the playoff.
Nope.
That'll be it.
Yep.
A real mistake by redshirt freshman quarterback.
Had to throw that
and
one out of bounds.
And a break for Iowa.
Had to throw that one out of bounds and load up and kick it. Big mistake. Clock management problems.
And let's head downstairs to Jim Knox. Jim?
Coach, right there on that play, breathe a sigh of relief on, just dodged a
obviously it's good to keep them off the scoreboard right before the half, and we got to come out and play 30 minutes now. It's pretty simple.
And that's pretty much the way it was last year. You guys went in a halftime leading by 17. Do you remind your team at that break?
I think we're leading by more at that point. We've talked about that a couple times this week, I think. So, yeah, I think we'll be ready to go.
All right, Coach, appreciate the time. Joel?
I like the way he said it. I think we've talked about that a couple of times, a halftime lead. Well, it was 24-7 last year. This year it's 20-7. Let's head back to the studio now. Ochoa is bringing him back. Hinkle is the #1 receiver now. Don't forget, bad snap. And it's blocked. The Hawkeyes, Considine blocked it back of the end zone. Will they cover it? Yes.
Safety. Oh, no, he's saying touchdown.
He says touchdown finally.
Yep.
At the bottom of the pile for the Hawkeyes, the touchdown will go to Chris Smith, the defensive back out of Paris, Texas. Considine, though, with the block.
Talked about it last year. Iowa had 4 blocked kicks. 2 of them were punts that went into the end zone just like that for touchdowns. They had a field goal block for a touchdown. High snap, gets him out of rhythm. Considine takes it right off his foot like you're supposed to. Excellent play by Considine. Then the ball is just hurled into the end zone, and Iowa stays after it. Comes up with a big play. I mean, that's just a backbreaker right there. Huge error in special teams.
So what a blow right out of the locker room from Iowa State. Bad snap doesn't make any difference. One of the best kickers in the nation, Nate Kaeding, he adjusts.
Well, here he comes from the outside. They just run a little bit of a cross, a little stunt from the top, and there's Considine coming inside on the little cross on the perimeter and just takes it right off the foot, just like your coach. Execution was outstanding. Smith falls on it. Big points for Iowa.
David Bradley will try to pin them deep in their own territory with a high spiral. Now, anybody down there for Iowa to keep it in? Well, Bradley doesn't need any help. What a great job. It's covered downfield by Abdul Hodge, the middle linebacker, but special teams have been key for Iowa today. So Iowa State already, Dave, third time they've had it in the first 5.5 minutes of the third quarter, looking for their first down. Rutland, who had a successful first half. Here's the single. And there was a hold. Greenway was held. Intercepted. Picked off as he threw it up for grabs. Grant Steen, the strong side backer. And all the way down inside the 10, Steen. It'll be a 20-yard field goal try for Nate Kaeding, the senior from Coralville. Does it again. And 3 more on the board for the Hawkeyes. Kaeding is now second on Iowa's career scoring list, close to overtaking Rob Houtland. In fact, he's only 3 points away from tying Houtland. So the pick by Steen, 3 more off a turnover for the Hawkeyes. Lead by 23. And the senior quarterback, who did not have any career starts before this season, has played very efficiently. Austin Flynn dropped by Matt Roth, and there's Roth's sack.
Yeah, exactly.
He needs a sack again.
Well, they're going to give him a tackle for loss on that one because it was the option down the line of scrimmage.
It has been an acrobatic day for Blankenship. Finally, he gets a snap, but again
one.
they block it.
Man.
And again, it's Considine coming straight up the same path as he used before. So Considine, his second block of the day, his 4th over the last 2 seasons.
At least they didn't score a touchdown this one.
It's covered by Brian Reither.
Man, unbelievable. Can't get the ball away. Took too long. Blankenship took too long to get rid of this one. Here he comes. Right up to shoot again on a little crossing action. They still haven't solved the blocking pattern, the blocking assignments up front. Considine, little crisscross, comes underneath and takes it right off of Blankenship's foot again. Amazing. Amazing.
On 3rd and goal at the 5. Hinkle. They get the ball. 1 block at least. Not enough though. The little gadget play to Ed Hinkle. Phillips, the strong safety, finally caught up with him. And it's going to be another field goal try coming up for Kaeding. So Kaeding with the field goal to move into a tie with Houtland. He's the all-time scoring leader for the Hawkeyes. Does exactly that. He's got another, this one from 20 yards away. And now a 33-7 lead for the Hawkeyes over the Cyclones. And Wagner can't get out of the backfield. What a wrap by Abdul Hodge for a loss back to the 35. Now 3rd and a little less than 5. Flynn in trouble. Can he get rid of it? No. And again, it was Abdul Hodge who got him. Middle linebacker wouldn't let go. So now 3rd and goal. Oh, pressure all over Flynn. Roth was back there. They put him into him. Highbauer too. The combination.
Boy, Roth gets after it. He does have a motor, and it's always cranking.
That's our T-Mobile game summary, with Iowa up by 26. And now Iowa starting with the ball in their own territory, Dave, for the first time in the second half. That's how good it was for Iowa in the 3rd quarter. Well, Jim Knox was talking about Fred Russell cramping up, not bothering him on that play, and he gets a dozen for a first down and some breathing room. And the football is out of the hands of Cervantes and covered. Iowa State's got it.
Jordan Carson's knocked it out of there.
Picking it up, Mark Timmons, the free safety. He's not in plus yardage. Now the option, and Flynn is grabbed immediately. What a good job by Babineau. We talked about his penetration and a sack earlier for Roth. Well, Babineau's been in the backfield a lot today. Jonathan Babineau. Flynn. Struggling again. What a pop by Hodges. Howard Hodges, the senior from Copperas Cove, Texas. First team All Big Ten last year. He's been pinching in on a regular basis today. Pocket collapses. Middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Lane Danielson. On the first down carry, the Hawkeyes have Marcus Schnoor taking it untouched into the end zone. So for the 2nd consecutive week, the sophomore from DeWitt, Iowa, a former walk-on. He's a good luck charm, isn't he? He's in the end zone again.
Well, coming into this football game, Iowa had 14 plays of 20 or more yards. 3 of those were touchdowns, offense, defense, and special teams. They'd only allowed 1. Little kick-out blocking. Schnoor's to the house. Boy, that's good acceleration there. This Iowa Hawkeye football team is a big play football team, and Iowa State wanted to limit those. And did not get that phase of it done.
He's the former 3A Player of the Year in the state in 2000. And for number 23, it's a 23-yard touchdown run with 2 minutes to play. And the celebration continues for the Hawkeyes as they go up by 26. Iowa raises their record to 3-0. And it's going to be as Whitford gets it and makes something happen on his own. Does a good job. And now,
can he do it?
One man has an angle. Will they be able to get there? I don't think so. Whitford into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Iowa can finally celebrate. They've beaten their in-state rivals for the first time in 6 seasons. And they did it very convincingly.
They get the Cy-Hawk Trophy. They take it back to Iowa City. Hadn't been there for a while. It's been in Ames, Iowa for 5 years.
2 old friends will meet at midfield. First time that Kirk Ferentz, though, can be congratulated by Dan McCarney. Assistants on Hayden Fry's staff from 81 to 89. And as Dan McCarney told us, there's the Cy-Hawk Trophy. And what a celebration for the Hawkeyes and their fans. Dan McCarney said they were very close friends when they were on the staff together.
Robert Gallery, the All-American tackle, first guy to the trophy.
Downstairs we go. Noxie.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Coach, after a 5-year drought that is defeating Iowa State, you finally get the big victory today. What does that mean to you as well as this program?
Well, you know, every game's important to our football team, and this is no different. Certainly an interstate rival is always a big game. Just really proud of our guys. I think we've grown with each and every year. They played extremely hard today. We were hitting out there playing hard, and that covers up for a lot of mistakes.
Appreciate it. Congratulations on the big victory. Joel?
Impressive all the way across the board. 6th consecutive regular season road victory, and this is also their 12th consecutive regular season win overall. So, Kirk Ferentz, congratulations. It's finally there, the Cy-Hawk Trophy. First and 10 provided by PVI Virtual Media Services, LLC. Joel Myers, Dave Blatt, Chip Knox. Thank you for joining us once again in Ames, Iowa, where our final score, Iowa dominated, owned the Cyclones of Iowa State 40-21. And now let's head back to the studio. Join Mike Goldberg, Kellen Winslow, and Billy Ray Smith in the studio. Gentlemen,